Let's jump right into this explainer. Imagine the ultimate high-stakes scenario. What happens when the very engine of human civilization just grinds to a halt? We're looking at a hypothetical event we'll call the final burn. To put it in perspective, right now, the world burns through roughly 100 million barrels of oil every single day. That is a staggering amount. Now imagine a world where we've literally consumed every last drop of natural fuel on Earth. Unpacking this exact scenario gives us an incredible window into how our world operates today and why the choices we make right now are absolutely crucial. So, what if humans actually burned all natural fuels? If the world's tanks suddenly ran dry tomorrow, the immediate fallout would be, well, completely staggering. But to really wrap our heads around the sheer scale of this crisis, we first need to look at our baseline to grasp what exactly is at risk. Section 1. Our fuel-powered world and our daily life dependence. Let's get back to basics for a second. At their core, natural fuels are resources like coal, oil, and natural gas. We extract them and burn them because they're just incredibly dense with power. And honestly, pretty much our entire modern infrastructure was built entirely around burning them. And this dependence, it connects directly to you and me. Think about the car for your morning commute, the factories churning out the smartphones we use all day, the baseline power keeping your fridge cold, or the massive planes carrying cargo across the oceans. They all form this massive, kind of invisible web that is entirely reliant on one thing, and that's combustion. Our modern daily life isn't just helped by natural fuels, it is entirely bound to them. Section 2. When fuel runs out. The global crisis. Then, the supplies just become empty. Just like that. Imagine these vast reserves that we've so confidently relied on for generations officially running completely dry. This right here is the inciting incident of our crisis. The immediate panic happens in a flash. First, as those fuel supplies empty out, the sheer reality hits governments and markets like a ton of bricks. Second, a synchronized worldwide energy crisis kicks off. And remember, this isn't localized to just one country or continent. It's a massive global shock. Third, total panic hits the markets. This means prices increase astronomically for whatever meager reserves might be left, and absolute shortages spread rapidly, basically halting daily life in its tracks. Section 3. Environment catastrophe. The planet suffers. Now, this brilliant contrast highlights the ultimate tragic trade-off. Over the years, we achieved this incredible, rapid short-term industrial growth. Building megacities and massive global trade routes. But it came at the heavy cost of severe long-term environmental damage. By burning every single drop of fuel to sustain that rapid growth, the physical toll we extract from the planet becomes incredibly dangerous. These environmental impacts trigger a terrifying chain reaction. Massive air pollution thickens enough to permanently alter the atmosphere of major cities. Global warming accelerates rapidly, trapping heat at unprecedented, dangerous levels. And because of all that, extreme climate changes throw our established weather patterns into total chaos. Section 4. Impact on society. Sector gridlock. You see, our modern systems are just incredibly intertwined. Look at transportation. Gridlock takes over completely as vehicles simply cannot move. This immediately triggers widespread electricity shortages, plunging billions of people into darkness. And without power or transport, our food supply faces massive delays. To put that into perspective, most modern cities only hold about 3 days' worth of food on grocery store shelves at any given time. Instantly, the economy becomes dangerously unstable as industries are forced to slow down. One failure literally triggers the next. It's a massive domino effect. This chaos destabilizes the global economy entirely. As you can see, industries slow way down and markets completely fracture. But honestly, the most dangerous threat here is resource battles. When the economic pie shrinks this drastically, countries end up fiercely competing for the absolute last remaining scraps. Survival instincts take over on a global scale, leading to severe, unpredictable instability. Section 5. Renewable solution. Clean energy. Which brings us to arguably the most important question of this whole explainer. Can renewable energy actually save us? Look, if we acknowledge the severe dangers of this final burn, we absolutely must look at the alternatives available to us right now. Is there a way to power our incredibly complex society without relying on a finite, disappearing resource? The short answer, yes, we do have clean energy lifelines. We can harness the massive power of the sun through solar energy, capture atmospheric currents with wind power, and utilize the immense force of moving water with hydropower. These are the necessary cures to our current fuel dependence. They offer us a clear way forward that doesn't involve scraping the bottom of a finite natural tank. This whole terrifying what-if scenario leaves us with 3 absolutely critical lessons. Number 1, we have got to learn the importance of saving resources before they run out. 2, we must recognize the urgent need to rapidly deploy clean energy. And 3, we just have to embrace a culture of much better environmental responsibility. To wrap this up, I want to leave you with this powerful thought. Natural fuels are limited. The future depends on how wisely humans use Earth's resources. We actually have the technological power to avoid the final burn, but only if we change our trajectory right now. So ask yourself, if the tanks ran dry tomorrow, would we be ready? Thanks so much for exploring this with me. Keep asking those big questions, and I'll catch you next time.